Hey guys, I really want you to pay attention to what I'm about to read here. This is everything in one paragraph that I really want you to really understand. I need you to really think hard and pay attention and listen to this 100, 1,000, 10,000 times, whatever it takes for you to grasp what Florence Scovel-Shinn is saying here. Okay? Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. This thing means that whatever man sends out in word or deed will return to him. What he gives, he will receive. She doesn't say only good. She doesn't say only bad. She doesn't say either of those things. This is what I need you guys to understand. When people say, why would God let this happen? Or why? Everything's a law. He set laws in place. If you don't use the laws correctly, bad things are going to come to you. If you use the laws correctly, good things are going to come to you. He's not sitting up on a cloud stopping everyone from a disaster because he's like, well, they're really a good person even though they're not using the laws correctly, right? We have to grasp the understanding of this. This is why people that we don't think should be winning are winning, right? There's people that didn't graduate from 6th grade that are crushing it, running 20 businesses that are just phenomenal people because they understand this information and they've studied it. They have an awareness that most people just don't have. They do not teach us anything about ourselves in school. Please, this is vital information. We really need to quit just saying these little sayings and thinking they're cute, and we really need to pay attention to what is being said. I've done videos on affirmations and things that I really want you guys to become aware that that is the truth. You have to change your beliefs. What beliefs do you hold strongly that are not serving you? You have to look at them. You can't just think about it for 30 seconds and think you're going to change it. You have to become aware of what beliefs are not serving you, that somebody else implanted in your subconscious mind, that you have been living by, that aren't real, that aren't true. You have to become aware of them. How do you become aware of them? By studying. The only one thing I took from school that benefited me was that answers are in books. Now in school, they give you the book, they give you the question, you find the answer. In life, we have to ask the question and then go find the answer, right? It's not set up. School's programming you. In reality, I'm trying to reprogram you. And one of the biggest things that you have to learn to do is unlearn what you've learned, gather new information, and relearn that information in place of the information that you're trying to get rid of. And a lot of people it's hard to do until you make it a habit and you really start doing this every day religiously. I study books like a scientist because my mentor, Bob Proctor, he beat it into my head. If you're going to be a can kicker and you're not going to get into the 3% and you're not going to take action and you're not going to do exactly what he wanted me to do, he didn't want me to be a part of any of his stuff because he knows you're not going to do anything. You're not going to grow. You're not going to accomplish anything. It's not about the money for the mentor. They have plenty of money, right? What they don't have is a lot of time. Time's the one thing we can't buy. It's limited. We all get 24 hours in a day. That's it. You can't buy more time. And so super productive people only want to be around super productive people because they're not wasting their time. And if that hurts your feelings, I'm sorry, but most productive people don't want to be around people that aren't very productive. They don't resonate together. Super productive people, if you're not talking about an idea or things that you're doing or things that you're doing to better your life or information that you found, right? They just sitting around having normal conversations is just really not that big of we don't want to be doing that. We want to be growing and thinking and feeling and understanding more and more every day, more of an understanding. My mentor, before he passed, he had read the same book for 60 years. He didn't read the whole book every day, but he opened it every day and read something in that book every day and tried to grasp a better awareness of what that author was saying. This is extremely important. In the beginning, I read 100 books, but then I became aware that I really only need 5 books that I study nonstop, right? That's how I do it. I have about 5 books that I rotate through and I read them. I just devour them constantly. I'm constantly reading that material. And every day I'll go back after the 90 days and start reading a different spot. And it's just like, how did I miss this? Your awareness just keeps growing. So I really need you guys to start understanding that one thing that we're not going to do on this channel is we're not going to promise you something if you're not going to take action. I'm not going to do these clickbaity things that just to get views. I don't need views. I don't need people on this channel. I don't want people on this channel that don't want to change their lives. And if it's going to be 40 people, that's all I need. If it's going to be 40,000 or 400,000, it doesn't matter. Nothing changes until you change. I can't stress this enough. And so just listening to things and gathering information, we can't. We need to be doers, right? And I've said this several times, but a lot of you just need to make a things not to do list. Instead of a to-do list, you need a not to do list. Things that you're not going to do today. You're not going to waste time. You're not going to watch Netflix. You're not going to, whatever it is that's holding you back, that's stealing your time. Elon Musk and me have the same amount of time in a day. How could he be doing this and I'm only doing this? Because he's more productive than me. He's figured out a way and set up these principles in place to where he's extremely busy all day long on things that whatever business he's working on, right? And so we just need to just keep doing that and keep studying and keep learning we are all capable of being an Elon Musk. I promise you. There's a kid right now studying and learning that is going to be a trillionaire. I mean, if that's something you're into, but Elon Musk doesn't care about money. What he cares about is creating things. That's what I want you guys to start understanding. Being creators. My mentor used to say all the time, all the little animals out in the wilderness, all the birds, all the squirrels, all the whatever, deer, bears, elk, they blend into their environment. They're totally at peace in their environment. We're not, because we've been gifted higher faculties so that we can create our own environment, meaning lots of money, whatever kind of house you want, whatever kind of friends you want, whatever kind of vacations you want, whatever kind of business you want to be running, or however many people you want to be helping. You can create your own environment. What kind of environment do you really want to be in? Do you want to be in the environment you're in? Or do you want to be in an elevated environment that would be way more healthy for you with no worries? So really think about this hard. Pay attention. You got to watch these videos hundreds of times to really grasp what I'm saying here. You have to really get an understanding. You can't do it one or two times. It doesn't work. You're building connections, but they prune apart, right? You can watch Joe Dispenza's material if you want to understand some of that stuff. We're not going to get into all of that stuff till next year. This year is getting people to understand how important habits are and what we're doing here. So thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.